Day 2 of this crazy experiment. Man, I'm crazy, bro. Crazy funny. Yeah. What's cool about this is I say my thoughts out loud, but that's only a small percentage of what's going on in my head. It's not even a percentage. And I'm still slow. I'm still slow. Wow, today was funny. It's so funny. It's weird. It's hard for me to recall my day. It's different. Used to I could remember every detail of every day, never write anything down. I could remember it all. It was so easy. But I guess when I chose to try and focus the majority of my time in the now, something changed. It could just be that I understand that before I was collecting information as protection. So I was super aware of all kinds of details because I was afraid, I guess. I don't know what I was afraid of. Everything. Abandonment. I don't know. Keep people happy so they wouldn't abandon me. But now, I'm not really afraid of much. To say I'm not afraid of anything, like there's something I have to be afraid of. Afraid of not being enough. Being my, even, yeah, I mean, crap, even if, like, I know that I'm enough more than I thought I was enough before. And now it's like, what is like max potential? Am I enough to get to that? So yeah, I mean, I'm not afraid of dying. I'm not afraid of it being abandoned. You got I guess you got a problem. You gotta truly care. To be abandoned. It's a weird concept. Because just when I talk about it, it's like, man, Cody, you cold-blooded, dog. You cold. It's not that I'm cold. So I see the bigger perspective, I think. Could be completely wrong. More likely. But I'm not. I see the different wolves now. Abandonment though. the wrong perceptions, man. That's could control you, bro. Control you to the core. Keep you kneeling on the floor, crying, asking for it no more. It sucks. It sucks. But it's not even. It's so much bigger than that. There's infinite reasons why someone leaves. The issue is not understanding that. That probably 90% of the time, well, at least when you're a kid, you're not the, well, probably 100% of the time when you're a kid, you're not the problem. Someone leaves you, death happens, people just don't know how to, I don't know. No, I guess when you're an adult, it's different. 'Cause yeah, it could be you, a little, trigger the other person. When it takes two to stay, it takes two to be together. But a lot of times, people just give. I don't know. Maybe their intent's good. Try. Maybe you just pushed them too hard. You loved them too hard. They weren't capable of it. Maybe you weren't even. Maybe you were the problem. More likely. More likely that was the only equal give and take in the relationship, anyways. If you both doing stuff to trigger the other person. Just something. Equal give and take. Learn your lessons, hopefully. But whatever, man. Whatever. But man, does it scar you? I'm trying to think, like, so I cut my hand on the table saw, and there's a scar, nerve damage, and it doesn't feel right. It never feels like it felt before. However, I can't technically remember or recall how it felt before. So now, the way it feels and the way I use it is normal. Which goes to repair and create. So no matter what, your scars will be there forever if you don't become a new creation. And the only way you can do that is by choosing what you're creating. So, and you can do that every day. You can create, live in the now. And you can't really I'm trying to. You can't forget your past, per se. I don't know. As far as I know now, can't. Like I said, you can change the way you see it. You can change your perspective. Well, like I said, this is an experiment. It's more than an experiment. It's a lot of things. It's all things, I guess. Multiple reasons. I'm assuming my intent is good. I can't see. I can't see my intent being anything other than good in this. I really don't. I could be wrong. I can always be wrong. I can always be wrong, bro. That's funny. I was wrong for a long time. I mean, technically I wasn't. I said unfavorable perception. Because, I mean, it's like anything. Like, really, like when a choice comes in the now, is there really a wrong choice? Ever? We have different repercussions for every action, yes. But like once the choice is made, you picked what you thought was the right choice at that time with all the information that you had. So at one point in time, or the actually, when you made the choice, based on all the information that you had, you picked the right choice no matter what, every single time. And once the moment's gone, that moment is perfect. There ain't no takebacks. It's not opposite day. I guess it could be opposite day. And you can take everything back. That doesn't exist. That's weird, bro. And it's weird because, like, when you really start to look at it and think, like, it brings you to now, which has never happened before. It will never happen again. And then it's stamped in time. I don't know if it's stamped in time, but it's stamped on something. It's permanent. The actions are perfect. I guess the movement, maybe. All the vibrations are locked in time in a certain position. And you can't change them. I guess if you was like make a still photo of it. But even then, it's like once it's passed, it's gone. Like we can't. We did video camera, which is pretty cool. It's kind of weird now. It's some magic, bro. How's that work? On a bigger scale. How does any of this work? Like, that's psycho. To record time and play time again. I mean, I guess they did it. They can do it. At least do it with books, probably. And they have. They do it. They change the history books. You're changing time. A false change of time. Yeah. And then, what's weird is that, say you was to write a book, and then the book was done, and you changed history from 200 years before that book. That's weird. Because up until that point, the history was what it was. And then, possibly as soon as the book began to be written, the past changed. Because the story was told different. Because it was his story. But it didn't physically change the past. However, the effects of the past could change in that present moment forward, depending on the information that this new this book like came out or whatever, or was being taught. So that's crazy. Something like 3 generations, something can be lost. The difference is now we're in the technology age, and the vine keeps everything. All records. However, what's crazy is the duality, the different amount of information. It's like, if it's hard to decipher what's real and what's not real now, imagine 30 years from now when the people look in history books or the Vine, and like, how are they gonna know what to believe? I guess based on, I mean, they could rewrite it. They could delete, yeah. Huh. It's crazy. Pretty easy, huh? Pretty easy when corporations own everything. And we're so dumb that we don't think that that's the way it works. We're so dumb to think that us humans that, you know, the crabs that fly speed of light can't cure every single disease. But, you can't do that. You can't have healthy, happy people. It's bad for business, bro. Bad for business. But that's based on perspective, too. Shoot, I'd rather have happy people with no problems. And try and sell them some kind of lie. That's just me, though. I've always felt like that. It's weird to me in my head. Even since I was little. It's like, why? Like, anything I do for somebody, like, I want to do it once. One time. Not twice. Not once a week. For 4 years. I want to help. I want to fix you. And I never want to see you again. It's not that I didn't want to see people. It's just like, that's the point of solving problems. Fixing things. It's to fix them forever. To solve the problem forever. To help somebody. Because if you didn't help them the right way, then they're going to come back. So you didn't do your part. And I get it. It ain't no easy road, bro. It sucks. Trying to heal. It's the worst thing ever, man. The most uncomfortable I've ever been. Most vulnerable I've ever been. Most miserable I've ever been. Really, it's weird. It's so weird because it's the most emotions I've ever had, ever. All day, every day. I'm good 1 second. I'm happy. The next second, it's just like chipped over a tripwire and it painted me with paint that just made me blue. And then boom, flip it again. And I realize it doesn't matter. But then again, it will flip it again. It'll take control. It's so weird. The only difference is, like, I will say, since I started this whole process, I don't even, honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea. I couldn't even tell you. 10, 11, 12 months ago, I don't even know. I don't care, to be honest with you. That's another weird thing, is like, I quit taking, like, days. I don't know what day it is. I just don't even care. It seems so pointless. It's time, not date. But I don't know. Confused now. Lost my train of thought. Time travel. Change history. Emotions up and down. Difficult. Yeah, I mean, this time has been pretty difficult. It's semi-embarrassing. But what's funny is, everything I'm doing is just ultimately just to figure out who I am. To the core. What makes me tick. What makes me work. What my purpose is. What do I enjoy doing? What's worth to be doing? How can I have the biggest impact on people so people aren't having to go through 12 months of literal hell, while at the same time smiling. It's super weird, man. At the same time, every time I lay my head down, I laugh. Like, understanding that the opposites is what it's all about. The light, the dark, happy and sad. I don't have anger anymore, which is pretty funny. I think it just maybe I've grown up a little, I guess. Enough to get past anger. Or I just understand, like, what's the point? Maybe I used anger as my go-to emotion my whole life, 35 years. And I woke up one day and was like, doing the same thing over and over again is what? Hoping for the same results. Insanity. I was like, dude, I'm not insane. Oh, I was, technically, I guess. Until I chose to be different. Not continue to be angry. Because anger never solved anything. It clouds everything. I don't know if I blush or not, to be honest with you. I have no idea. Never really looked at myself in the mirror enough growing up to find out. I'll take a picture of me, of myself, or whatever, to even know. But is blushing is the rush of blood to the cheeks, or vice versa? Either way, they turn red when you blush. So when you get angry, so maybe it's the opposite. I don't know. When you get angry, I guess it rushes to your head. Blood rushes to your head. Activities, maybe. I don't know. But people get red. I guess they get mad. They see red. Oh, that's weird. Why do we have stop signs that are red? Like they want you to be mad when you see a stop sign? I don't get it. The color red. It excites you, maybe? It makes bulls go crazy. The color red. Huh. I have to look into that. I know red and blue are opposites, and I know they use it. Honestly, it splits you, blue and red. If you check out all the kid cartoons, it's all about that blue and red, baby. Put you in a hypnotic state, whatever. What I say may or may not be true. I wouldn't believe anything I say. Red, stop. Red signs, stop signs, red lights. So why does green go? Yellow, caution. So green is color of love, which is weird. Like the color of your heart is green. For some weird reason, I wear green every day. Some kind of subconscious stuff, I guess. And if red means stop. Why is everything that involves with love red? It's weird. It's weird. Oh well. Couldn't go. Red. Stop. I don't know. I'll have to look something up, I guess. Because I don't have that information in my head right now. Oh, dude. I'm a weirdo. I guess. When I started this journey, man, a lot of stuff happened, but I just became so empathetic, which I already was. This one, the height that I am is because, whatever. I'm brain's crazy. But, I became so empathetic to the little kid, Cody, little hoss, whatever you want to call him. Which is funny because, like, I just feel so bad for him. This is my perception. But in doing so, like, I kind of pictured, like, little Cody. Like, I remember a little picture. Like, I don't know what I look like other than, obviously, because you're looking to your own perception. So, like, unless you saw yourself in the mirror, you wouldn't be able to have those pictures. You can create something, whatever. If there's a picture of me, I don't know. Look like I was like a little blue sailor suit. Little curly black hair. So I pictured that little kid, that little trouble. Little Tootsie Roll, little, as my sister would say, little burnt kid. Little brother. It's hilarious. Well, it's like him not having a chance. It's just pitiful. And then just that encompassed like all kids, all little kids, innocent. They like don't have any malice or ill will in them at all. Like they're just pure and innocent. Like, it's like they didn't have a chance. None of us had a chance. Really. Like, well, I mean, some of us, I guess, whatever. Learned before others, I guess. Everyone has their struggles and their traumas and crap. It just sucks. It just sucks for little kids. Because they're really just like, that's weird. Like when you're a little kid, like I can't technically remember what I was like, but me just watching and understanding, like, little kid gets pushed down, he cries, he's upset, he's mad, and he rolls through all the emotions. But in a matter of seconds, minutes, the tears dry up and he resets it all. And then him and little Jimmy play it again, like best friends, like nothing ever happened. Instant forgiveness. I was like, no, they had it right. But then something happens. and that just gets washed away, and we forget about that. Like, forget like we got hurt, we rolled through our emotions, and then bam, we're good again. Because it didn't freaking matter. It's over. It's done. It was perfect. I mean, as long as whatever, you know. But it's just like, so why can't we do that now as humans, as adults, as big people, adults? Got hold grudges. Got be petty. It's fine. I mean, I'm petty too, I guess. I don't know. I'll have to. Yeah, I'm probably a little petty. I don't know. Maybe not. I should laugh at people a lot. It's brilliant, but how petty people are sometimes. But it's funny. It's not. It's not. I don't think they try. It's just because it's all perception based, right? It could be a big deal for somebody else. Or for somebody else, I mean, it's petty. I just like saying petty though. That's petty. Petty, petty, petty. Whatever. So it gets back to my point. There's a lot of what I've done to try and change who I am. As I said, just walk hand in hand with that little hoss. Allow him to live like a kid again. I don't owe him that much. Owe him everything, really. He's a tough little dude. I'm surprised to see he ain't crazy. As much as he had to change, adapt, master chameleon. Huh. Picked up a lot of skills. Not good or bad, just skills. It's weird. It's weird. I still remember like having asthma attacks. It's so weird. And I can't really ever. I mean, I think that maybe there's one time I was like, you know, this sucks. I'm probably not gonna make it. But then I would hum. I couldn't breathe, but I just wouldn't talk. I would just hum something. Just be still. Just live on low quantity of oxygen and be okay with it. Like, that's what's weird. It's like I remember now. I think I would always just, I don't know. Or maybe I wasn't afraid. Maybe I was just accepted. Maybe I just accepted it. It was like, well, whatever happens, happens. I'm not gonna aggravate it anymore by freaking out. Because that's uncomfortable. I got complacent. I got comfortable in the suffocation. Maybe it's because I always felt suffocated. So what's a little bit more? Huh. That's funny. It's funny when some of these books link asthma to being silenced, or feeling suffocated. Huh, you know? Maybe, maybe not. Coincidence? I don't know. I lived it. I actually kind of enjoyed it. All attention is good attention, I guess they say. It's pitiful. Which brings me to another point. So what if, which is weird, I doubt it, but what if subconsciously I needed attention? And yeah, maybe I was suppressed. And so, my body would be weaker state and then cause inflammation, which would cause the asthma attacks per se, or weaken my immune system, and then so the pollen and all that crap affected me more than those times, but they don't get attention. All attention is good attention. So when you're a kid, before you know better. Only adults do it now, but we don't. Some of us know we do it. But then again, I think a lot of it's still on the subconscious level because probably the majority of it's on subconscious level. But then also, like, understand, like, what animals and we do things to get attention from whatever things we want attention from. Huh. Yeah. I need to be more aware of that. And make sure my intent's right. And I'm not doing things for attention because of wrong motives, I guess. Do I even... Yeah. I'm not gonna say that I want, like, ton of attention, but it is weird. It's weird how split I am on a lot of things, because it's almost like I like, it's like I can't even agree with myself. But I know where that's from now. I just remember. It's like one big goal of mine is to learn to trust myself. And like what's crazy is like in my paintings I do. Like I put the colors on the board based on what I feel. And I take my knife and I move the colors around. and then I'm done. Like, I trust. I mean, I'll look over and make sure that there's something that, depending on my intent for the painting at the time, or what it's for. If there's something in it, I take the information and I can change that information after that. Because once I see that information that I need from my painting, I'm done with it. And some things are meant for me, and some things are meant for the painting itself, like, or whatever eyes or perspectives somebody else is going to get from it. Ultimately, I'm just having fun, bro. Painting's just fun. It's freeing. And like I said, I mean, all of it, is something evoked in me and put on that canvas, and in the process, I'm getting rid of that energy of the ideas, the thoughts. They're escaping, freeing. So I can think about the subject or whatever it is at the time, work through it, get rid of that energy, thought energy or whatever it is, and get rid of that, overcome it in that time. But I credit my not trusting to, which none of this could be true, or all of it could be. But as much as we know about, like, traumas and stored crap, and it has nothing to do with your brain. It's stored in every muscle, tissue, and every cell of your body. That's where your memory is. And like I said, this could be wrong because I'm creating this. Like, this thought, this ideal. I mean, my body knows what happened. I don't know how to recall. Maybe I am recalling it. But my thoughts are. I'm not playing a victim per se. I mean, I guess it kind of sounds like it, I guess. But it's ultimately just me trying to talk through and work through my thoughts, so I can put a new perspective on them. But in order for me to put a new perception, sometimes I need to have a other perception so I can rebel against it. So weird. I found it in my mom's room. And she knows she's going to give me up for adoption. So her blood, her emotions, all that crap is just coursing through me as I'm stealing life from her so I can grow. Which is a weird way to do it, but this is the only way I can describe it. It's weird. The process itself is amazing. When I say it that way, it sounds cruel, but it's not the cruel, you can have the beautiful. So that's why I word it that way. It's weird. But whatever. So her blood's coursing through me. Emotions, endorphins, or whatever. I don't even know what endorphins are, bro. But I don't know if they're good or bad or whatever. Whatever, man. All that chemical crap. All that stress. So my body knew and was probably prepared to me giving up, or whatever feeling was associated with that. That's what I felt. Maybe I couldn't describe it or didn't have words for it, but that's the feeling. Because I would have had the same feeling that she had. And I felt it. Boom, out the womb, like that. Cut that umbilical cord. You know what I'm saying? And then she decided to keep me. Ooh, that's even worse. So that feeling that I had, and then I associate it with her keeping me? What? So that feeling that I had was bad, but that feeling brought me, so the bad feeling brought me joy. And I was tricked in the same situation. Then, a week later, when she did give me up, what feeling would I have got? So the first feeling was, I knew it was going to happen. She tricked me, she hoodwinked me, gave me a new feeling. Hope, a feeling of hope. And I have a couple days of, and then the hope is gone. And I'm left with my initial feeling that I knew was true. And then I was in the next place for a month, so I'm told. So I started out with that same emotion again. Or it could be a different one. And then probably after a little bit, I had that hope feeling again. Possibly. I still have hope yet. I guess it does, because it's the feeling I always have now. Like it's endless hope for no reason when I shouldn't have it. So therefore a month with hope. And then bam, I knew what was going to happen again. I knew. I just knew it. Because it happened, my first world. That's how it went. In my second world that I created went that way. So boom, mama, mother, Sheila. It's weird. I wonder if it's weird. It's like, as soon as I say that, like, the only thoughts in my head is like, I instantly surrendered everything. That's a problem. Which is the first time I instantly probably, like, I had a feeling. I said, F that feeling. I like this other feeling better. Which you would. Why would you want a bad, nasty feeling? Like, obviously, if the opportunity is there to jump into something more blissful, closer to that, to joy, safety, and security, you're obviously gonna, when you're a child, you don't know any better, you're gonna completely surrender into that. So I did that to my first mother, I did that probably to the orphanage, whatever, missionary, and to my mom. That's a problem. That's a big problem, Cody. It's a stupid problem. But it explains a lot. I don't think it's actually not a problem. I mean, it is. I'm not gonna say it was the act itself is wrong or the intent itself is wrong, but like, and I did it. I've done it. And it was perfect. Because it's done. I've done it multiple times. I'm only capable of doing it once at a time. And depending on my perspective of it, that actually could be a really amazing thing. It could be a brilliant thing. Depending on your perspective. It could be a problem now. In this very moment. In the near future. I honestly don't feel like it's a problem. I'm trying to think, like, my logic was there. My heart was there. Decisions were made. Plus this time was different. It was a little bit different. It's a lot of bit different. It did a lot of things different. It may not look that way. But only I would know. Well, that's part of the game, though. It's part of the risk. High risk. There's only one reward. Worth it, though. Because I'm here now with all that information to put it in my Rolodex for the next now moment when I need it. And now that I have an expert world creator with me, I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he did it. That little boy, that little house, he's just crazy. He can just walk away from anything and anyone and reshape a world by himself. I don't know. This seems pretty crazy to me. I wouldn't say it's talent. I wouldn't say it's skill. It's his only option. I guess if you take away all your options, if you take away all your options, all your other options, then you can technically go wherever you want, do whatever you want to do, and nothing can stop you. But you gotta be able to walk away from your options. Cut them off. Burn some bridges, baby. But it's cool. You know how to build bridges. And nobody else does. What's that called? It's called power. Which is weird. Like, you look at. It's kind of the same. Like, with this world now. Like, I've seen it a lot. Burn bridges. Then one party, they can build bridges. They got the tools to get across that bridge. Sometimes reach out. And before they blew the bridge, they had one of those solo cup phones with a string. Because they were just being dramatic. They really didn't want to. I do have too many of those traits. The world created traits. I don't know. That's not good or bad, I guess. It's definitely easy. Being by yourself is easy, I guess. Or it was. No, it's easy. Being with people for me is hard. It's all I want to do. But It's not easy. Like this right here is easy. No one else is involved. And ultimately, it's just because I'm doing this for many reasons. Again, like I said, this is an experiment. It's multifaceted. Just trying to understand the bigger picture, understand kind of how to program myself to understanding what and how music invokes different emotions based on it. Also do that with my paintings. I don't really write it down other than me talking. This is mostly for me to re-listen to myself so I can learn more about how my brain thinks and why my voice changes. It's weird. Like that right there was weird. When I W's like a child, like little Cody. That's weird. Weird. But like if I slow down and say it, then I can say it like a human. Or if I just talk like regular, or too quick, then it's different. It's different. It's like a different part of my brain is firing. Which I guess, like if I was in my logical brain my whole life, and now that I'm bringing up my emotional brain, so the neural pathways, my emotional brain was not, as far as the vine goes, it's not grooves. So there's still a lot more resistance there than there is on the right side with the logic. Maybe logic is a little bit more intellectual, even though I never claimed to be intellectual at all, because I'm a very, very simple man. Actually, I'm getting a lot better at reading out loud and not stuttering or sounding out words, which is, I've always had an issue. Like, the English language never made sense to me. Maybe I have attention disorder and some OCD qualities. I think I have OCD qualities. You wouldn't know it. I have it in certain aspects of my life. And then in other aspects I don't have it, which is real cool. I'm being more aware of when I have it, when I want to have it, because it's a want for me. Or it started out as a want, and then you program yourself, and then it's a need, and then it's just automatic, and then you get agitated if it's not that way. That's how I am when I eat. For some weird reason, like it's so weird. And I don't like touching things with my left hand. Just weird. Like food wise. Most of the time I just sit on my left hand when I'm eating. Or I have to grab my pant leg or like my thigh and pretty much just flex the whole time while I eat. Otherwise I shake uncontrollably, which is fine. It's not bad. It's not that I shake, it's just like I can't sit still. Like I get excited, like energy. But then also in the process, like, I don't like to touch food with my left hand for some reason. I can't do it. It's hardly But then, like, if someone's sitting across the table from me, none of that stuff matters. But if no one's there, then, like, everything has to be perfect. It's almost like it's my time of control, where I've kind of given control up as far as, like, everything. Like, it's not about me. I have no control over anything in this universe, really, other than me. I have no control over people, how they act, how they react. I can have intents, but I can put off a vibration that mirrors me. I don't control anything. So I guess when I eat, like, it's my time to, like, have control, like, have a clean environment, have everything stacked and proper, spaced right, completely. I like it that way. But if someone else is in my time, it's almost like I surrender everything to that too. But I don't. It's just a false sense of surrender, because I've never surrendered. Because I'm a word creator. So someone's sitting across the table from me, then they're coming into my world. And more than likely, I'm accepting of it. I don't think I'd ever, yeah. I can't think of a time when someone tried to talk to me and I refused. Well, before, dude, I'd shut you down real quick, bro. I'd give you that look, you wouldn't even come my direction. Which is crazy, too. Like, so when all this stuff started, I would always cross my arms in front of me. Which obviously, like, if you've looked into body language stuff, then you know. Guarded, closed off, whatever. This is what I told myself. Never again. I cross my arms. And really, like, I haven't. I think maybe the time when I, like, did it to rest, but, like, mostly, like, just in any kind of situation with other people, never cross your arms. No, I don't ever. I have no need. What you got? You can't do nothing to me. Hurt my feelings. Dude, my feelings were hurt for a long time. It wasn't anything anyone did to me. It was me hurting my own damn feelings. Doesn't mean I won't create some crazy story in my head and, like, get my feelings hurt. But it's me creating that. Or that I won't be disappointed in a situation. And I know, like, this is me in the moment. And in the bigger picture, like, what's meant to be was meant to be. And whatever choice you made at the moment, like, that was the right choice at the time, based on the information that you had. There's no wrong choice. The repercussions, like I said, you may not like them later. But you made the right decision at the time, based on the information you had. If you just ran around saying that you made the wrong decisions all the time, like, I wonder where you're at. I wonder why you're double-minded. Which I'm just trying not to be double-minded. Because, well, like I said, you're suppressed, and then over time, something becomes a norm. Which your norm is definitely not your intuition because you blocked it. It was blocked. It was programmed to not let you use it, to always second guess. In fact, they program you to be a rebel. But in doing so, that's not. It's a double-edged sword. Because you can program everyone to be a rebel. But some people are just, they're not gonna rebel. Not everyone's a leader. Not everyone's a follower. Some people just are. Well, neither. I like to think I'm just neither. I'm neither. I'm just me. Someone who doesn't like to hear himself talk. Well, at least in a recorder. But like I said, that's part of this experiment. The more I listen to it, then, I'm going to love it. And it's me. If I claim to love myself unconditionally, then I need to at least finish the problem and prove it to myself. And accept every part of me. So I guess that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Plus, like, this is a lot of information for me to, like, be able to listen to over and over again for new ideas. Concrete. Yeah, I can think about it for a day. I'm gonna make up my mind tomorrow. And then I'm done. Which is crazy. Until each situation is brought up again. Maybe later, with new information or new perspective. To help me to continue to grow. Infinite growth. Infinite growth. And I painted a lot today. It was fire. I just want to paint, man. Just want to paint. It's super weird. How many times I say weird? Why do I call things weird? What is weird? And what is in the norm? Like what's not so weird? It's not that I'm weird. This is my normal. This is me. is it by using pattern recognition skills. See, the majority of the people are the same, and I'm weird. Oh, that's just my perception. Who knows? It's probably false as crap. Honestly, I've never took a pen and paper and started to put down the likes and similarities between people and then compared them to myself. That's weird. Seems like a waste of time. I guess not. Maybe it is. When I'm doing that super fast in my head, I'm never going to find the answer because I really don't care. So I'm not going to finish the equation. But I'm me. Depending on how you're keeping score, the numbers vary based on statistics, which everyone knows statistics is whatever. Whoever makes it, it's like history. Well, the history they teach you in school. What a waste. What a waste. Maybe not. Maybe it's everything. What's crazy is, like, I was thinking the other day about colleges and all these fields, and it's like at some point there was some dude, a female, laying in the bed talking to herself, writing down all this information that just literally came out of nowhere, came out of their brain. And then they started having experiments and writing the words that came out of just nowhere in the books and calling that to be true. That's after they invented writing, though. It was weird in itself. Like, who invented that? It hurts my head. Not really. It's like half of it's full of thoughts, but they're jumbled up thoughts, and I can't pick out any of them, and the other half is empty. Like, what? Huh. Like, if you've never written anything before, and you didn't even know writing was a thing, but I guess you could talk already, so. Someone was like, it's probably some dude. He was like, my old lady is so brilliant. She talks about so much stuff. She's so full of nuts. I need to figure out a way to remember this stuff forever and pass it down. And so he came up with a reason to write down the stories. And his wife was telling him. I just saved it in my head, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I remember like so much when I talk to people. What's even weirder is like now in my life, like every now and then I'll take a couple pictures at once, but like it's real quick, right? Like I don't reset, I just don't care. I take the picture in that moment and that's it. Like that's perfect. I'm not gonna waste time taking 100 pictures of the same scene. That's not, I mean, whatever, to each his own, but have no idea where that came from or what I was going to do with that. Oh, okay. But like even any messages like a text or anything, like I never. I can say one or two maybe. Maybe. I don't like to proofread because, but then again, it's like I know I need to sometimes, so I proofread stuff sometimes. But usually, like I don't even re-look at it ever again. Like almost like I don't even know why. I don't know why I rebel against myself so much. But then it's not. It's just easier that way. So I know what I said. I said it. There's no taking it back. Can't recover from it. I thought my intent was good, but intent, intent. So it doesn't matter what's in the tent. You know? It doesn't matter what's in the tent. I mean, it does, I guess. Well, at least it does for me. But it doesn't control the outcome. Because the other person doesn't even know what's in the tent, because they're on the outside. And sometimes they don't want to know what's in the tent. Because if you told them what was in the tent, you know? Intent. Whatever, man. It's been a weird year. It's only gonna get weirder. It's not even weirder, it's just based on the majority. 35 years was one way, and then this is different. So now this is weird because my norm is, well, whatever it is, it's done. Done with the normal. I think I should buy a boat. Just kidding. I do want to go like far away. Just for a little. Not really. It just depends. I do want to travel though. Do some time like in the mountains in the desert. No man's land, whatever. See some stuff. Get nature. Get nurtured by nature. What's weird? Snuggle, man. The little kids snuggle with their parents. Like, that's weird. It's another one of those thoughts. Like you just have zero information to answer questions about. Like you can't form Well, at least I can't form a feeling to go with the word, like, it makes zero sense to me. Oh yeah, gets to my point that I wanted to get to many hours, I don't know, a long time ago. I was in the store. The store. The shoe store. I don't know why I went to the store. I didn't really want to buy any shoes. I did. I already knew what was in there. I knew there would be no shoes that I wanted. So I don't really know what I want. But I just want the same shoes that I have, but just new. I just want more of the same shoes. I don't want new shoes. It's too much new right now. Maybe not. Maybe I need more new. And get rid of the old. Completely. Which is probably the right choice and decision. But like I said, whatever, so get back to my point. So I was in the store. This shoe store. I saw these little shoes. Little baby shoes. Most adorable thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god. Like there's nothing cuter than the little, I don't know what they're called, but like the little girl cowboy boots, but like for little baby. The little, I don't know what they're called, fat bottoms. I don't know. They're a different shape than the men's shoes. I don't know. This is adorable. Or like the little Nikes, adorable. Like miniature. No, it's also miniature crocs. Adorable. Huh? Most adorable thing I've ever seen now, probably. Little miniature crocs. And obviously they were a certain color for some reason because my world is weird. And it always plays games on me like that. But that was the weird part. But whatever, they stopped me in my tracks because they were cute, dude. Little miniature crocs. But I've always been, since I was little, dude, like I remember like little toy soldiers or something maybe. But like, I remember like the little miniatures, like the little miniature toy sets with like little mini like army men and stuff like that. Like I was always infatuated with like those little toys. Like the littler the better. A little cooler. I don't know why. Maybe because I could fit it in my pocket. Or like if it was so little, people would leave it alone and they wouldn't take it. I don't know. I don't tell her what I was thinking when I was a little kid, bro. Maybe if you're that little, like I equated that to ants. And yet ants are so small, but they're freaking stronger than everything else. I don't know. It's probably deeper than I'm thinking it is right now, to be honest with you. Like I said, everything I do is intentional, even if I know it or not. And the same as you got with everyone, anyone, all people. Everything we do is intentional, whether we know it or not. Well, I'm gonna go to the dollar store. Always buying this miniature thing. It's so small. I don't understand why. Why was I infatuated with these little toys? It's weird. That's the only thing I like. I didn't like big. Like, I don't know, man. Smaller is better? I don't know. I don't know. You can hide better if you're smaller, or you're. I don't know, man. It's weird. There could be millions of intents. Why? I mean, I still to this day think like that sounds cool. Like small miniature whatever D&D stuff. Like it's cool. Oh, it's weird. It's weird if you like equivalate. I don't know. That's not even a word, but like you. Huh. So the mouse and the elephant. You know what I'm saying? Like that story. Or why? Why is the king of the jungle the biggest animal in the jungle afraid of a mouse? So little, so cute. So like, what is the what's the mouse got that the elephant ain't got? Oh, is the elephant afraid of killing the mouse? Because he's so big. But then again, it's like, who's really in control? This is the mouse? Well, it's the elephant. Well, it's me who's having deja vu right now. Like I had it earlier this morning. Huh. The mouse. Mighty Mouse. I used to watch this show, bro. It was cool. Little bitty mouse. He's a superhero. He was so mighty. He was a mouse. Mighty Mouse. Sometimes life is just confusing. Rocky and Bullwinkle. I feel like we lived this place and I had to make Pop Tarts, but I had to go out and wait for the school bus. But Rocky and Bullwinkle was on. We had a miniature TV. It doesn't seem right. Me eating a Pop Tart. Yeah, right. Mama wouldn't end up Pop Tarts. Maybe she did. I don't remember. Doubt it. Or it was no frosting at least. Because frosting's disgusting. Thanks, Mom. Just straight strawberry. Toaster strudels. Toaster strudels are so good. So good. I need some now. tomorrow. Because grocery stores don't exist anymore after 12 o'clock. Everything's different. It's so weird, bro. Time's going by so fast. Like, honestly, like, I don't remember. I don't even remember when I went to therapy for the first time last year. And obviously, haven't gone in a long time, whatever. But it's weird when you look back at what was the catalyst to all of this. I mean, I was the catalyst to this. I chose this. I did it to myself. That's cool, though. That's cool. And I gotta go sleep. I'll listen to this tomorrow. It's a lot of information, I guess. A whole bunch of nothing. It gets to the point. Little kid shoes, adorable. So I'm trying to fix myself. I'm trying to be open enough. Not enough. I'm trying to make sure that during this whole process, the goal is reached. And that is just to make sure that I'm capable of loving another human being completely, with no lie. Because I'm watching myself walk around town now. As much as I love everybody, which I do, it's still weird. I can still see the guard. It's not nearly like it was, it's just better controlled now. It's redefined. It's less visible. Tony Stark did. Just new technology, new innovation. However, if what it talks about is true, and already gave it away, and it is what it is. That's okay, because I know now. I can fix that problem in a day. Because I'm a word creator. Well, I'm not. But with the help, I can create. With that, what is allowed and needed. It's not up to me. I mean, a lot of stuff is up to me, but ultimately it's not, though. That's the point of all of this. Is it really up to you? Are you ever really in control? Are you, though? Are we somebody else's imagination? I don't know, bro. But the little baby crocs, adorable. I honestly, I almost bought some. I was gonna do some art with it. Because they just look so adorable. So little. You know, You know, no matter what anybody says, man, like, people got crocs. Some people are just proud and wear them everywhere. Some people, you know, I only roll in them. You know what I'm saying? But they're comfortable. Can't deny that. That's my camouflage, so like, you can't see me anyways, bro. Don't worry about it. But baby crocs are adorable. I used to think it was weird, like, why are you buying that for your baby? Dude, why not, bruh? Those things are adorable. Like, if that doesn't make you happy to see a little baby and little crocs, like, if that doesn't brighten your day, something's wrong with you. You need help. Like, little clothes, like miniature clothes. It's adorable. Like, that's freaking ridiculous. Like a little Carhartt hoodie. Like, hoodies are my favorite thing in the world, almost. As far as like, yeah, because they give me like safety and security. Like, I feel safe and secure when I'm in it. It's hard to explain. I never had it growing up, so everything I do now is like making me feel safe and secure. Like, it's weird. It's sad. It's pitiful. Just do what you do. Do what you gotta do. You didn't get hugged. You know what I'm saying, bro? It is what it is, man. Or you didn't accept the hugs. You didn't know how to accept it. I programmed myself to not like it. I don't know. That's what's weird is like maybe I just got pissed off once. I was like, you know what? And then I created some stories, idea, and then I programmed myself to not like hugs from anyone else ever. Or I created a perception that like it was ill will or wrong intent every single time somebody has like there's always some alternative motive. It's not real. That's crazy. And what's crazy is me being that way it was more acceptable in this world then that looking back at it that was crazy than I am now, which I'm not crazy at all. I just don't care about a lot of things because a lot of things just don't matter. They just don't matter to me. They don't matter to me. I remember Mom used to say that. It matters to me. Where you going? What time you gonna be home? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't lie. That's what's crazy. I didn't lie back then. I mean, maybe I did a little bit. Maybe I'm in public, but not really. Because I never really did anything wrong or bad. I'd always tell her. I'm going here, I guess. I don't know. I'm going fishing by myself. I'm going out of town. It does. I mean, it does suck. Like, I mean, it sucks. It sucks. It just sucks. It is what it is. It sucks. It sucks. matters to me. Yeah, it did. Sucks. Cause time. You think you have time. You think you have plenty of time. Nothing can get me. There's always time. We don't control time. We control others' time like we control our own time. By giving up control. So we don't have any control over time. I'm talking about the amount of time. That equation we can't know the answer to. It's impossible to know. The unknown. Not knowing how much time you have. And it's crazy. It's crazy. You think you got all the time in the world. Tomorrow could be it. Was it worth it? I guess so. Because you really don't have a choice. It had to be. Because when your time is done, your time is done. There's no takebacks. There's no I'm sorry's. I coulda, woulda, shoulda. You can dwell on the past. Which is fine. In its seasons. And its dedicated time. Controlled time. Pockets of time. Not all time. Because you don't want to freeze time. Because a lot of times if you freeze it, it takes way too damn long to flow out. Longer than you intended. Then you get stuck in that. And that's not good for anybody. Man. I really don't like that. It seems like a waste. It is a waste. Like, Like if you have an amazing ability to compartmentalize, I can't even speak. Compart. I can't even think. I can't see my head done. It's too big of a word. If I heard it, I could say it, but I can't hear it. Whatever. Simple man. Huh. Kind of embarrassing, but whatever. Yeah, so if you have the ability to, what would that be? So that's the easy. It's easy. It's easy. Well, you're just running. So what are you missing? I don't know. Whatever. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. Peace. I'm done. Baby crocs. They're so little. I mean, I'll probably get some and do an art piece with it, but I gotta figure out like the rest of the intent. I mean, they're adorable on their own. You put the thing on canvas, that's just adorable. It's so little. It's weird. Then again, it's like whatever, man. I just want to make sure that I'm the best version of me. And when I do have kids, just be. Just let them be. Just watch and learn. Just watch and learn. Guarantee they're gonna teach me more than I teach them. If I'm humble enough to accept it, and I will be. I have to be. I don't have a choice. Otherwise, everything else I do is pointless. I don't want to be pointless. You know my speaks are pointless. I love little kids when they point. Like they don't even. That's what's hilarious. Especially when adults do it. Like I love it. It makes me laugh so hard. But little kids control you so like they start from such an early age. We do it as humans too. And when you're really good, that's what it is. They look you in the eyes and they point in the other direction, making the weirdest hand movement ever. But it's weird because like they draw you in. They make sure you're looking at them, that you hear them, that you see them. and then they're pointing to what they want. And you have no choice. That's a lot. Like, you don't have a choice. Like, yeah, that's the puppet master stuff. They can manipulate you. That's fire. They learn it so quick. Because they're the ones in control. That's freaking crazy. It's crazy. So little kids are in control over you. I'm trying to think of that demographic because you have to nurture and nature them. You have to be the provider, the caretaker. And in doing so, you just cater to their likes and needs. Because if you don't, they'll get upset and cry. So you do those things, and then in doing so, the baby and child learn that if they want something, they need to get your attention. If basic things doesn't get your attention, then they just keep bumping it to the next level of extreme. And if that's, yeah. And then at some point, the baby learns to control you completely. And then at some point, you get complacent, and then you raise your kid a certain way. And the damage is done. And I'm in for a rude awakening. It will be rude. I'll be welcomed. I'll be blessed. I'll be lucky. It'll be cool. I'm excited. I'm just gonna say The Office. Michael Scott. Pitiful. That makes sense. I'm done, mate.